everybody and welcome back to another one of my videos. My name's Michelle and this is Lilac Cottage Crafts, where we look at a lot of different crafts. In particular, my main focus at the moment seems to be crochet, and in today's video we're going to be looking at this kit. So let's take a look. So this kit I got from my local wool shop recently. I haven't seen these before in any of the shops, and since I saw this I had a look on Amazon and I could see them, but they were a lot dearer than they were in my local shop. So they are by a company called Circolo, I think is that how you pronounce it, and it comes with everything that you should need to be able to make this little kit. So I am going to open this up now and have a look what we've got. I've just remembered I've not got my scissors. So firstly we have the information booklet, and we also have a little bit of a thing at the back that shows you some of the other things that is available, and in particular I really want to have a go at doing the ladybug. They didn't have that in the shop, unfortunately, so yeah. The one thing I will say, I mean, it has got one of those square things that you can zap on, so I will have a look what that's like and let you know. But that on the back, don't want to show it too much, is basically the instructions. So there's no instructions booklet showing you how to put things together. So I'm hoping that there's stuff on the website, because otherwise this might not be very good for a beginner. I mean, to be honest, if you are just starting in Amigrumi, this may be a little bit complicated. I would say this is more for either an advanced beginner or intermediate, definitely, because I know that you have to join the legs, which I know is one of the hardest bits to do. But it does say that there's tips on the app or website or whatever. So yeah, so that's the first thing that we've got. And then, of course, we need the yarn. So we've got the yarn. We've got 3 different colours. I'll show you with the orange. It's very thin yarn. Can you see that? Oh, let me just get it in focus. Don't know if it's going to focus. There we go. Right, so as you can see, it is quite thin yarn. I think it's a 2.5 hook that they include. Let me have a look. Yeah, it's a 2.5 hook that they include, along with some black yarn there on its own, and the tapestry needle, the safety eyes, and there's even a little, hang on, stitch marker in that packet for you. There we go. And then we have a little bag of stuffing. I might undo that straight away, just so that it can be sort of, just in case it's a little bit vacuum packed. I'm just going to open that so that it can be kind of opening up a little bit. Yeah, it's getting it. I have seen some of these that are actually vacuum packed. So yeah, I've opened that bag just so that it can start to open up a little bit. So I'm going to start doing this now and I will show you my progress. What I will say is that the hook that they send in the pack, like I say, it is a 2.5 hook, but I don't personally like these types of hooks. So I've got my own bag here, and I think it's the yellow one. This is 2.5. So when I show you them next to one another, that's an ergonomic handle that helps you to hold it. If you hold it like I do, there's different ways of crocheting. So I crochet like it's a knife. Some people crochet like it's a pencil, and again, if you crochet like it's a pencil, you're going to be putting probably your thumb kind of, I've tried to do crocheting like it's a pencil and it's very hard. So yeah, I crochet like it's a knife, whereas with this, as you can see, it's very thin. Some people like this. If you haven't got an ergonomic hook, they're not very dear, probably about £5 to £7 on Amazon or in your local wool shop. But you can also, there is a TikTok video that I've seen, and if I can find it, or there is a video actually of a lady, Elise, I can't think what her name is, Elise Rose I think it is, channel. She used to be Le Petit Saint Crochet, but she's changed her channel name now and I can't remember what it is. I will try and link her video because she did a video where she tried all the TikTok hacks for putting on these types. There was things like makeup sponges. There was one that was a tennis ball, which I just think of like a tennis ball around that. Yeah, I don't think that would work for me. But yeah, so just to say that I am going to use my own hook for this. But everything else, I mean, everything that you need is already here. So I'm going to get on with it, and I'm going to keep coming in at intervals to let you know how I'm getting on. So let's get started. Right, so far I have done the first leg and the second leg. So I'm about to join those together. This is the bit that I always hate, the most complicated. Looking at the instructions, I've made some notes already of things, so I'll just go through these with you. So the first note I've made is the fact that it doesn't actually tell you what the colours are. It just says it's colour 4456, which isn't very helpful at all. You have to rely on the picture, and if you've not got a picture of everything, I mean, luckily this does have a picture of the front and the back, so there is that. The next thing I've put, I said that it doesn't tell you when you're doing it how many times you need to do something. So for instance, there's a row and it says that you need to single crochet 5 times and then you need to do 1 increase, but it doesn't tell you how many times you need to do that. So whether you need to do it 3 times or 6 times. Now, because I've been doing Amigrumi for a long time, I know I can work that out, so that was fine. But if you are only just starting with Amigurumi, then you might not understand, that might not make sense. So that's something to be mindful of. And then also the download, the little square thing that I showed you that you can, you know, go on to. I don't want to really show it much. You need to download the app. So I've downloaded the app here, and then if you press the little square, the little squarey button there, it then obviously brings up your camera, and then it just basically just goes into this tutorial really quickly. So that's the only thing, is you can't actually download that without downloading the app. And another thing is there's no abbreviation list. So there was a point where it told me to do something and I wasn't 100% sure what they meant by that, because to me, I was thinking of it in knitting terms of what it means, but I don't think it means that. So I don't know if I've done the exact correct thing that I needed to. I will find out now as I'm sewing them crocheting them together. So that's my notes on the kit so far. But actually, looking at it, I really like the yarn. It's not splitty. It's quite robust. I don't know what to say. I'm going to presume it's cotton. I need to find out exactly what sort of wool it is, if I can. But it's a nice firm, I'd call it a nice firm wool, or yarn. So yeah, that's a leg first off. So I'm going to carry on now and start the body, and I will see you when I've done that. Okay, so I have now finished the actual body. So we've come into the stage where we need to stuff the body. I'll do that in a sec. What I will say is these instructions are very strange. If you haven't Amigrumi before, or you're very new to Amigrumi, I think some of this might be a little bit confusing. There is a couple of things that I'm not sure what they mean. I'm coming up to the neck next, and how you do that seems really strange. I'll let you know. The other thing I was saying about how they didn't always put how many times you needed to do something, they did do that on one of the rows for the body, but then didn't do it on the others, so I don't know. It's very strange. So yeah, but I'm enjoying it, really enjoying it. So let's get this lovely, nice, soft stuffing stuffed into his body and legs. I'm not gonna do it all the way up because it will start to get in the way when you come to crochet the next bit. So currently, kind of mainly just got his legs stuffed, and then as I start to do the head, I will continue to put some more in. But if you stuff it right to the top, then you're gonna find that you've got bits of that like right sort of lying on top, and it'll get stuck in your hook, and then you'll just end up getting frustrated with the little bits coming out. So yeah, he's coming on now. I obviously needs plenty more stuff in, but there is his little body that is coming on for us now. I hope that's the front. I'm not sure whether there is going to be a definite front or back, but I hope that's the front because that looks like a cute little belly. And I'll see you again once I've mastered the head. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly come in and say something I forgot to say in the last bit, which was that the instructions for actually joining the two legs together weren't very clear. So if you've never done it before, you may find it a bit of an issue. You might need to go online and have a look at some videos, but people do it different ways. So that's something to be mindful of. But I've done it. It was easy, but I've done some Amigurumi in before. So yeah, and now I've just done the neck part. I'm not 100% sure I've done it exactly right, because it needed to go in the back and the front loops. And I think when I went in the back loops on the first row, I may have done an extra one, but I've sorted that out now. So I'm on to the neck of the head now, and I am stopping now because it's evening. I am going to go and make some tea, walk the dog, sit down and watch some television, and then go to bed. So I will take this back up in a couple of days, probably, or the weekend, because it's a Wednesday today, it's my day off. So yeah, so that's it so far, but I am enjoying it, and I cannot wait to get this little fox finished. So I will keep you updated on this pattern, and I'll see you on the next day. So I told a lie in my last segment and said that I probably wouldn't be touching this until the weekend, but I did a bit more on it last night, and I have done sort of half the head now. So there you go. I have a stitch marker there, because that's the row where the eyes are going to go in. So yeah, that's the point that I'm up to now, is just finishing off the head, putting the eyes in and stuffing obviously the head. I've put a bit more stuff into the body, and it's coming along nicely. I'm still enjoying it. The head, very easy, very easy to do. And yeah, I don't think I got any notes for this bit now, and I will see you once I've finished the head, put the eyes in, finished the head, stuffed it, and I'll let you see how that is getting on. So this is the final part of this video, and this is my finished product review. So this was the kit that I've been working on all the way through this video, and this is my little finished fox here. Here we go. Isn't he just so cute? With his little hat and the little nose and his sleepy eyes. There he is. He is gorgeous. I am absolutely made up with him. I did do a little thing you might notice, that he doesn't have a nose on there, but I have given him a nose because I didn't like the fact that he didn't have one. I just couldn't cope with it. I didn't think that he looked correct without the nose. So that's the only thing I think that I've done different, is that I gave him a nose. Everything else I followed the instructions for. Since finishing him off, I think the only sort of comment I would make is about doing the snout. And yes, there is a video tutorial that you zap and it comes up, but it is very fast and it kind of just starts. There's no kind of introduction or anything, it just starts, and like I say, it is quite fast. And because it's not on YouTube or anything like that, you as far as I know, you can't go in, slow it down, or anything like that. So yeah, I have really enjoyed making this little fella, and he's turned out so lovely and so cute. I would get these kits again, no problem there, but I do think that you need to have some Amigrumi knowledge before you attempted one of these. I don't think you could go into this as a beginner. I have ordered a kit that I think is a giraffe, which says it's beginners, and I am interested to see if it's the same as this kit. I don't think this kit actually says anywhere on it that it's for beginners. I could be wrong, but I wouldn't really say this is for a beginner. Or if it was, I would say you have to know some crochet skills, because like doing that nose was not easy, and there was a few little, not mistakes as such in the instructions, but the instructions weren't written in, I think, a friendly enough way for a beginner. But he is absolutely gorgeous. I love him. I've not given him a name yet, but yeah, so that's all finished. And I have some other kits that I will be reviewing, which are not the same make, they're a different make. So I'll be reviewing those on my channel soon. So thank you very much for sticking with me and watching me make this beautiful little fella here. And I'll see you again in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.